boxing royalty in your day. You're up, pinnacle of your career. Do you think it was that initial, you know, when you decided it was time to retire, was that the moment that your depression kicked in?
No, I think it started when I got beat by Floyd Mayweather. But I think it was always there from the start, really, because even when I was a youngster, I was a successful amateur. I won 9 national amateur titles, and people started talking about me in the manner of, this fella's going to be a future world champion, you know, and this, that, and all the rest of it. And then when I did turn pro and everyone in the professional game was starting to talk about me as well, I started getting paranoid, thinking, does people think I'm too big for my boots? Do people think I'm too arrogant for me? And
did you think physical exercise kept it at bay a bit?
I think it did, but it was just like, you know, I wanted people not to think that I've always been paranoid that people thought I was too big for me boots and that, you know. I would always consider myself, you know, the Jack the Lad, the down-to-earth, no airs and graces, and I think that's what I achieved in the end, but it come with a price. In the early days, I was paranoid that people thought bad about me, so I always had a bit of a complex with confidence, yes, if you like. Yeah.
Isn't the other thing with boxing, I mean, you started winning titles when you were 13 years old, and then when you get up to world title fights, it's all the dissing that goes with it, all the stuff before you go in the ring, where you start trashing each other at the weigh-ins.
Yeah. And
how did that affect you?
I was always all right to cope with that, but I think when I first got beat by Floyd Mayweather, as you know, Floyd Mayweather will probably arguably go down as one of the greatest of all times. He beat Rocky Marciano's record of 49 unbeaten recently, which was incredible, but that was my first defeat. In my 35th fight as a pro, I won 70 out of 75 as an amateur, winning 9 national titles, and then my first taste of defeat as a pro was after 35 fights. So I'd been used to success, if you like, and even though it was Floyd Mayweather, I turned up there thinking I was going to beat him. Then when I didn't, I've been so used to all this success, then all of a sudden, it was like, well, I'm not used to this, you know.
Because you say it's a lonely sport, actually, isn't it, boxing? And when it's over, there is no support for you. You're kind of left on your own.
And I think that's something that boxing needs to. I mean, the British Boxing Board of Control do a wonderful job medically now with the sport, and the promoters, you know, look after the fighters a whole lot better. But I think more needs to be done with mental health, because unlike football, where you share it with 11 teammates, you know, you defeat, or you have a football club that behind you and backs you. With boxing, you're pretty much left on your own, and then we move on to the next champion.
We didn't look at Gascoigne. That happened with him, Paul Gascoigne, in football, didn't it?
So it can be in any sport.
It's kind of like if that defines you, and then that's taken away.
Yeah.